In this lesson, we are going to talk about exotics, and that's the reason for the question, what are exotics? You may wonder why the name exotic. It is called exotics because it is not traded most times, or it is not mostly spoken about, and it is derived from the combination of major currencies as well as currency from emerging or smaller economies. For example, USD is a major currency, while this Mexican peso is an upcoming or an emerging currency. The same thing with British pound as a major currency and Norwegian krone as an emerging currency. We also have other ones, GBP and DKK, USD SAC or USD SEC, USD SDG, and many other emerging or currencies from smaller economies. So there are two differences you need to know when trading these exotic pairs in comparison with the major and cross pairs. You know, anything that is called exotic is exciting, it attracts attention, but it is more dangerous. Why? We say that because of these two differences that we can see here. They are less liquid than the majors. These exotic currencies, they are less liquid than the major currencies. What do we mean by being less liquid? When a market is less liquid, it simply means there are less market participants. There is no more, there is no much persons in the market in order to move this very market. Because if you are to buy, you need somebody to sell to you, and if you are to sell, you need to buy. You need somebody to buy from you. So we need somebody at the opposite side of your order. So when there are less market participants, you see that the market becomes less liquid. But when there is more market participants, then the market will become more liquid. So as to these very exotics, they are less liquid. They are not mostly traded. They are not often spoken about. How about when we say that they are more volatile than the majors? When we talk about volatility, we mean that market movement is more frequent but also dramatic. When the market is volatile, you know that you can make more money and you can also lose more money when you do not have your risk management. You can make more money when the market is volatile, and that is also when it is more risky to trade the market. And so when we talk about low liquidity, we'll see that when there is nobody to buy from you or sell to you, you see that it becomes scarce. And so this brings about the exotic currencies being more expensive. And you see that the difference between the bid and the ask price of the spread becomes wider. So it is not mostly encouraged to trade these expensive pairs. You also have to note that when a pair is called exotics, it does not mean that it is low valued or it is of low value. No, because there are some currencies that are of high value that are still in the list of exotics. We have an example of Kuwait dinar that is of high value but still listed as an exotic. Why? Is because it is not popular among traders. It does not mean the nation or the economy is not developed. And so that is for exotics. Remember, I will also recommend if you want to trade exotic pets, exotic spares, you can choose these few to trade. We have the euro and the Turkish lira, the British pound and the South African rand, the Australian dollar with the Mexican peso, the US dollar with the Thailand baht, and the Japanese yen with the Norwegian krone. So with this, I think they should be less expensive, and the drama will not be much. Maybe with your risk management, you can be able to trade these pairs.